I was born by the river in a little town. No, just like the river I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will.
Well, every day when I look at Chicago and I go downtown, I think of the stores, I look at the skyscrapers, I look at people actually enjoying eating outside, just having fun, going out clubbing. And then I go to the South Side and I ask myself, why don't we have that there? My name is David Iggy Flo Rucker. I'm 25 years old. And I live in Chicago, Illinois.
Well, Iggy, as he always refers to himself, is a rebel. He's very charming. He's very friendly, very sweet. You can be around him and you can just feel like you can just be yourself, be free. When I found out that Iggy was a revolutionary, I was like, that's awesome, because a lot of people know about these issues in society. They don't do anything about it, not because they don't want to, but it's kind of scary, It would be a high risk of getting in trouble, because it's an oppressed society anyway, and then you're African American too. You would like open up a can of worms.
The goal of April 14 is to actually shut down businesses and bring people out, to stop police brutality, to stop mass incarceration, to just stop the terror in general by public safety.
Every city, every town has its own Michael Brown.
I just met her today. She told me her name is Genesis, and she's a high school student from Kenwood. They pushed her into the street and they say that she was breaking some kind of law, and then they arrest her. That breaks my heart. That is a young lady, and that is her future that they just ruined because they cannot respect anyone's children.
From Ferguson, Missouri to Oakland, California, people across the country are reeling and aching at the grand jury's decision to not indict Darren Wilson in the shooting death of unarmed teen Mike Brown.
White police officers seen here, not facing charges for holding down an unarmed black man, Eric Garner, in an apparent chokehold that is said to have eventually killed him.
Rakia Boyd was shot in the head by off-duty Chicago detective Dante Servin. Servin, seated in his car, fired 5 shots blindly over his shoulder at a man with whom he'd exchanged angry words.
From 2006 to 2012, a white police officer killed a black person at least twice a week in this country.
You have the conditions of black people in this country and other people of color in this country, which, the police murder is just the tip of the iceberg of the outrage that people face. As people stand up, they begin to learn that it doesn't have to be this way. So the Revolution Club is a place for people to be involved with building a movement for a revolution while they're also learning about it. I speak at open mics. So Iggy was a regular at this open mic, and he's a rebel. He considered himself a rebel even before I ever met him.
When I joined the Revolution Club, I was I was homeless at the time, and I was more of a, hey, this world doesn't care about me, so why should I give a damn about it, you know? All I knew is I was a homeless musician struggling in the world and trying to, you know, do something with my life. Grant, who is my my mentor now, he was like, hey, you have that, you know, that mindset of an activist and revolutionary, you should join. I dedicated my life for revolution because I can actually imagine a world that is greater than the society that we're in today. I was raised in the south side of Chicago.
Good child. He was a healthy, strong little boy, too. It was just the environment I was in.
You know, we had some stressful days, but, you know, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, he grew up fast. He grew tall and he grew up fast.
Growing up in Chicago as a black male is a very, very bad struggle. The majority of my people in this generation is oppressed by a system that single out us as individuals.
Today, Chicago police detective Dante Servin walked out of court a free man. In March of 2012, 22-year-old Rakia Boyd was walking to a store with 3 friends near Douglas Park. Prosecutors say that Servin, who was off duty, was upset over noise and told the group to quiet down. After exchanging words, Servin, sitting in his car, fired 5 shots over his shoulder. Boyd was hit in the head from behind and killed.
Any police officer especially would have reacted in the exact same manner that I reacted, and I'm glad to be alive. I saved my life that night.
We found out that the cop was not indicted for Rakia Boyd's death, and that immediately made me want to go on the streets and make some noise. We're gonna let the community know that we're fed up and we're not gonna take that.
I remember the day as if it was just yesterday that this young lady was killed by the Chicago police. This shows you just how corrupt Chicago, Cook County, and the state of Illinois is. You will not kill our children and think that we're gonna stand down.
We got a saying, you can't call the police on the police, you gotta call out the community, and that's what the whistles are for.
Justice for Rakia! 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 You take off the badge, take off the gun, you start with being a human being first. Let's start with being a human being first. Justice for Aaron Harrison! Justice for Aaron Harrison! Justice for Freddie Wilson! Justice for Freddie Wilson! Justice for Jamal Moore! Justice for Jamal Moore! Justice for Rakia Boyd! Justice for Rakia Boyd! Justice for Rakia Boyd! Justice for...
I was arrested in a protest. I felt like I was fighting for what I believed in, and the people felt like I was doing a good job because I stood up for them, and I stood up for the people who was destroyed by the police.
It's the words that's on them banners, the words that they are speaking. I'm not supportive of that unless it's calm and self-controlled.
We have to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock, just to go to court. Well, I'm hoping that she say that the case is dismissed, the case is over, you know. That'll be the best thing because now I can finally live my life again, you know. You know, they're trying to give me 7 years, but I'm pretty sure it won't go wrong because I know that I'm innocent. My mom's calling. Hello? No, I have to, I'll just talk to you later, okay? Love you. Yeah, that was my mom. She's worried about me. I wasn't nervous at all because I knew I had my supporters there. I'll be nervous if they wasn't there. I'm gonna still fight no matter what. I mean, Martin Luther King was arrested, Malcolm X was arrested, all the great leaders was arrested.
Tonight we stand to remember the lives of those who were stolen from us. But most importantly, we stand to remember our sister, Rekia Boyd. We remember that she graced the city of Chicago with her presence. We remember that she had an impact on the lives of so many people. If you look at that picture with the leaves, that's how she was every day. Always smiling, joyous. But when this happened to my sister, and my eyes opened so wide, and I just seen murder after murder after murder after murder of all these innocent folks being taken off this earth. I mean, how can somebody be so evil? It's hard to live every day without her. But that gives me the strength to go on because it's far from over. The fight has just begun. I may be tired, but it's just getting started. I was born by the river.
I felt that Rekia knew that we are always going to fight for her no matter what. We don't have to struggle in the world anymore. We can make a difference. But we need each other to make a difference.
It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. It's been too hard living. See, but I'm afraid to die, 'cause I don't know what's up there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming.